Amin Al-Zubidi, scheduled for a docket conference. Also, defendant number 2, Ali Al-Zabadi, scheduled for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning.
Emma, hold up. Emma, you're breaking up, so we didn't get a full case number.
231700, defendant number 2 is Ali Al-Zabadi for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Freddie Sackler appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Which one? She called 2 defendants. You got them both, or you're representing one or the other?
Now, Judge, I have them both, Allah Abazidi and Amin Abazidi.
All righty. Have your clients identify themselves?
Mr. Abazidi, can you guys? Oh, Judge, is there a translator here today or no?
No.
I'm sure there's not.
Okay. Ayman may be able to. They may be able to do the basics of identifying themselves. Go ahead. Can you identify yourself, sir?
Good morning, Judge. My name is Ayman Al-Zubaydi, and my father is sits front me. So this is my father. I will tell him to tell about name. My English is not really good, but I understand. My name is Ayman Al-Zubaydi, and my father is front me.
All right, is your father in the same room? Where's your father?
Yes.
All right, sir, say your name.
Yes. Allah Az-Zubaydi.
Thank you. Counsel, what are you gonna do?
Your Honor, can we get a brief adjournment to one, confirm their the plea offer that was emailed to me yesterday won't infect their immigration status, and 2, if they're going to accept the plea, Judge, we'll need a translator at the hearings so that it can so they can have a clear understanding.
And in this case, we do anticipate it resolving. It's just given the refugee status of the defendants, there's some more details that have to be worked out.
And your clients have been consulting with an immigration attorney?
Yes, Judge. They were both. I took this case, Judge, as a appointment by the access in a company called Cerritos that brought them into this country as refugees, and they're handling their immigration.
All righty. What do you need, about 2 weeks?
2 weeks would be plenty, Judge.
Or more?
Or less.
Oh, it's not gonna be less. I can promise you that. All right, what are we gonna take? And what language do we need for the interpreter? Counsel?
I have Arabic.
Thank you. All right, and when are we gonna bring them back?
August 1st, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that a good day for you? Counsel, can you hear me? Okie dokie. Counsel, can you hear me? Counsel, you are muted. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think we might be muted too.
I'm not muted. I can hear you, Mr. Casey. You can't hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if he's got us muted.
okay. Well, apparently he can't hear me because he's not unmuting.
There. I lowered the volume somehow. I was wondering why it was so quiet. Thank you.
Is August 1st a good day for you, sir?
August 1st is a great day, Judge.
All right, we're gonna put it over to August 1.
Via Zoom, Your Honor?
You can always do Zoom. I don't have a court reporter. Everything's on Zoom.
Sold.
Okay, so we'll do it for August 1st, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. And I chuckled because this is probably one of the first times I've been in a car at another court this morning. taking a third court when you stated that we were going to videotape it and send it into state police.
All right. Well, hang in there. Yeah, be careful.
I'm not driving. I'm not
Yeah, I
driving.
can see.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good weekend. Let your clients know they're free to leave.
I will give them a call right now. Thank you, Judge.
All right. The one that's in the jail, Emma, is before camera. We want to
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that before we lose them in the jail.
Jeremy Birmingham is next. Case number 23-3201. Jeremy Birmingham is scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good
For the
morning, Your
record-
Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of people.
For the record, Joel Bernier appearing on behalf of Jeremy Birmingham. My P number is P74226. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment and food
Hold
truck.
up, counsel. Okay, everybody take a breath. Don't run over the judge. All right, I do this every day. I got a process. If you let me do my part, it'll run much smoother and faster too. Okay? And for those of you who have a tendency to forget, the plaintiff always gives their appearance first. Doesn't matter if it's criminal or civil. Plaintiff always gives their appearance first. Now y'all gonna bring the teacher out and mean this process gonna get a lot longer. Over in the jail, sir, can you unmute your device? Over at the Charlevoix jail, Mr. Birmingham, can you hear us? The man's not moving. He's not responding.
Looks like he may be frozen.
It looks like it. Counsel, are you prepared to waive your client's appearance for today's proceedings? If we ever get him unfrozen, we can give him the update information.
Yes, I am, Judge.
Any objection from the people?
No, Your Honor, none.
Court will allow. As to the arraignment, counsel.
As to the arraignment, Mr. Birmingham is going to stand mute and respectfully ask a not guilty plea to be entered. And
Are you waiving the formal reading of the information?
Judge, I haven't received the information yet.
All right.
But
Well,
generally, I do waive those. Yes.
well, generally doesn't tell me you gonna waive this one. So if you want Mr. Casey to send you a copy of it, can you do that, Mr. Casey?
Yes, it's going to take a few minutes.
All right, we will recall this matter. Who knows? By the time we call it again, maybe your client will be back and he can actually participate. All right, Mr. Casey gonna forward you a copy of the information. We'll recall the matter.
Thank you.
All right, Em, let's try doing another one.
David Brown,
Ready.
case number 23-2958, the people of the state of Michigan versus David Brown, scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please. There's the mic.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicholas Tarrant on behalf of Mr. Brown, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir. David Brown.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
As to the arraignment, counsel,
Waive formal reading and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
reading of,
The information.
thank you. Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Your Honor, I'm saying in for my colleagues in the domestic violence unit in this case, there's no reduced plea offers I'm seeing at this time. Looks like the top count is felonious assault. There's a misdemeanor DV, and I believe a stalking or aggravated stalking as well.
All
Yeah.
right,
So
we're
it's
gonna
a
set it for a docket conference.
Yeah.
Counsel,
Yes,
are you prepared to take down the names of the assistant prosecutors assigned to the domestic violence unit, all of whom you're gonna have to contact repeatedly?
I'm aware. I like to email bomb them, so I'm ready for the names.
Yep. Trish Gerard runs the domestic violence unit. APA Larry King does
Now you
helps out.
slow down so the man can at least, I know he's young and Texas fast, but still.
Yeah, Trish Gerard, Larry King.
And Susie Tawil is the deputy chief. She's helping out with plea offer reviews. And then there's Kelly Gleason, Gleason, who's the chief of the unit, also helping out with plea offer reviews.
Spelled the one I knew how to spell. I don't know how to spell Miss Tawil's last name.
Tawil, Tawee, it's as an egg, L as in llama.
Okay. All right. I will,
Emma, when they're coming back for a docket conference?
August 15th, Your Honor.
August 15th, 9 o'clock, can appear on Zoom.
We'll be on Zoom, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your
You
time.
can. All my proceedings are on Zoom. I don't have a court reporter.
No problem. Thank you very much. Great weekend.
And
I
you
missed
too.
that date. I'm sorry.
August 15th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Garrett, case number 23-3099, the people of the state of Michigan versus Garrett, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162 on behalf of the people. Again, I'm standing in for my colleagues in the domestic violence unit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney James Gazicki, P34393 on behalf of Garrett Derrick.
Mr. Garrett, state your name for the record. Unmute your device. Take your icon down to the picture of the microphone and click on it, sir. All right, Mr. Garrett, if you can hear me, wave your hand. All right, counsel, your client is waving his hand, indicating he can hear the court, which means the next time he comes to court, he will have on a shirt with a collar, because I'm old enough to remember when t-shirts were underwear. Ah, good, thank you. I really don't want to see strange men in their underwear. All right, as to, we're here for an arraignment, Miss Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Go ahead, counsel.
Yeah, for purposes of arraignment, we waive the reading of the information, stand mute, and request a blind draw.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
I haven't seen any reduced plea offers at this time. Top counties, yep. Assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, or by strangulation, a 10-year maximum penalty felony. There's also the domestic violence misdemeanor.
General blind draw, Miss Emma. Counsel, you got the names of all the lawyers, the prosecutors you're going to try to track down?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right.
The sentencing date will be July 21st. And Honorable Judge Charise Anderson.
All right, counsel, you in my age bracket when you try reaching those prosecutors early and often.
Yes, Your Honor.
You should remember where that came from, and if not, I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
It's good. Out of Chicago. Let's see if we can make those connections. You have a good weekend.
You too, Your Honor.
Tasha Robinson, case number 23-2346, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tasha Robinson, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Casey, P number 56162, appearing on behalf of the people.
Joseph Alex, P42284, appearing on behalf of Ms. Robinson, who is on Zoom.
Ms. Robinson, unmute and state your name for the record. Unmute first. Ms. Robinson, take your icon down to the picture of the microphone and click on the microphone. Okay, Miss Robinson, if you can hear me, wave your hand. All right, counsel, she's waving her hand. As to the arraignment, counsel?
We waive the formal reading of the information, stand mute.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
No, yeah, there's no reduced plea offer as of yet for Miss Robinson.
Primary.
Top counts unarmed robbery, a 15-year felony. Count 2 is assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. This would be a general blind draw.
All right, and so is it assigned to general trials?
Yes,
Does he have to
yep.
go? He doesn't have to go through domestic unit.
Yep, not a DV case,
Okay.
and it looks like there's a co-defendant. She up today as well?
No, she's
No,
not.
she's up the 21st. So,
All right.
Yep.
General blind draw, Miss Emma. Miss Robinson, give us your name now.
Tasia Robinson.
Thank you.
You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Christopher Blount. Your calendar conference date will be July 21st. 9 a.m.
Contact the courtroom to determine if that will be by Zoom or in person.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can
Have
we
a good
make
week.
requests for a referral for criminal responsibility?
Soon as you get to Judge Blunt, because then he can schedule it.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Smith Henderson is next.
Ready.
Case 23-2300. The people of the state of Michigan versus u9HpyF4ocoo, Smith-Henderson. Scheduled today for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162. On behalf of the people.
May it please this honorable court, William Noakes, P42796, of the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, on behalf of Ms. u9J Smith Henderson. Ms. Smith Henderson, please tell the judge your name.
u9J Smith Henderson.
Thank you. What are we doing, counsel?
Your Honor, we're requesting a blind draw.
Mr. Casey?
Your Honor, this is a resisting and obstructing case. There's a habitual second notice.
So that would be a general.
General blind draw, yep.
All right, Miss Emma, calendar conference. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor,
Yes.
the offer was to withdraw the habitual offender's second offense notice. We'd agreed to a 3-year term of probation. No contact with Miss Phyllis Jones, her home or her family. A mental health evaluation, follow-up treatment as directed, cognitive behavioral therapy as directed, anger management as directed, restitution, if any, to be determined for damage done to the police vehicle in question. In addition, any terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees as set by the court.
Counsel, would you want that offer to remain available until the day of calendar conference?
Yes, Your Honor.
It will.
Hearing- So ordered. Calendar conference will occur
July 21st, 2023, 9 a.m. in front of the Honorable Judge Margaret Van Houten.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good weekend.
Two.
Ms. Doretha?
Westonwood.
Ma'am.
Yeah, the guy that was in the county jail fell off. We lost the connection.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you want to call him and then ask them,
To put him
because
back on there?
that, and I don't know if he was frozen the whole time or just couldn't unmute, but at least ask him if they can put him back in the front of the camera.
Will do.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Do one more. Do let me call something. Okay. Okay. Darius McKee, case number 23-2161, the people of the state of Michigan versus Darius McKee, scheduled for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Monica Sanford, P62315 on behalf of Darius McKee. This is the date and time set for sentencing. However, I've had no PSI and no contact with my client. I have tried calling, I've tried texting to no avail.
What's a PSI?
Pre-sentence investigation report, Your Honor.
I don't usually use initials.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's all right, you know.
You get me every time for something. I will eventually get it
It's
right.
the teacher in me. What do you want? I can't help myself. Mr. Casey, did you get a pre-sentence report?
I did not.
Miss Emma?
Your Honor, there was a problem with the scanning, but I need to ask his attorney, what number does she have for her client?
248-942-8166.
Okay, that's the number that I have.
All right, well, let's issue a capus and call it a day. Matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It's now 10:07. Capus shall be issued remand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same. I'll do better the next time. I'll try.
It's the teacher in me. You know, I figure you're going to be better than I am. Because you're going to learn younger than I did. It's going to be my legacy when I leave here within the next 2 years.
Okay, Judge.
Oh, you're coming in the back?
Hold up, Em. Give me a second.
Attorney's coming up on the record.
Yes.
Em, I'm ready.
Okay, our next case is Mark Thacker. Ready. Case number 23-1953, the people of the state of Michigan versus Mark Thacker, scheduled for sentencing. Please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Jeffrey Glazer, P46892 on behalf of Mr. Thacker, who I believe is on Zoom, Judge.
Thacker, state your name for the record. I saw him. I just saw the name anyway.
He was there, Judge. I can indicate to the court that he missed his PSI, Judge. He went into a rehab. Unfortunately, missed that appointment. I'm asking for a referral.
Mr. Thacker? Well, he's not unmuting. So how are we supposed to get this report done, counsel?
Well, he's back out, Judge. I'm in contact with him. I will have him contact the probation department.
Hello.
Hello.
I am so sorry. I'm on Wi-Fi and the signal's not working too well. Can you hear me?
I can. State your name for the record. If you can, turn on the camera.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see my beautiful face?
Well, I see a face. Do you have do you have pencil and paper so you can take down the number you need to call Monday morning?
I do right here. Yes, ma'am.
Monday morning, you have to call the probation department. That number is 313-224-2600. Call that number Monday morning to schedule your pre-sentence report interview. Understood?
The pre-set interview, you said?
Pre-sentence report interview.
Okay.
Repeat the number back.
That is 313-224-2600, Monday, 8 a.m. for precipitation. Yeah.
They may not open at 8:30, 9 o'clock, but you just keep calling until somebody answers the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Emma, when is he returning for sentencing?
August 15th.
August 15th, 9 o'clock.
Zoom or in person?
I'd like to see you in person.
No, I'm playing. Okay.
Yeah, come on down. Courtroom 302.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
What's your phone number?
At the moment, I'm kind of back and forth with it, but it's 313-335-9715.
You got a backup
Can I give
number?
you? Huh?
You got a backup number in case that one's
Yeah,
not
I was
working?
just about to see if I could give you one of them. 313-918-2976.
29 what?
76.
What's your address?
4141 Roosevelt Boulevard, Dearborn Heights, Michigan. 48125.
All right, I'll see you August 15th. Call the probation department Monday. Call early, call often.
All right, thank you so much, Judge.
All right, have a good day.
You too. God bless.
Thank you, you too.
William Wood is next. Please step up, Mr. Wood.
You can always just hang up. That'll work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Case 23, 3204. The people of the state of Michigan versus William Wood. He's scheduled today to give all the information. Please.
All right, hold up, yeah. Miss Doretha. Miss Doretha.
Sorry about that. Yes, ma'am.
Would you assist Mr. Thatcher in disconnecting?
Sure.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, Judge.
All right, appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Judge Thomas, Society P7423. I represent Mr. Wood, who's present, standing to my left.
William Wood. Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel.
We read the formal reading of the charges and we stand mute on the information.
Court will enter plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Not as of yet for Mr. Wood. It's a late add-on, so I didn't get a chance to look at it. I'm just looking at the information right now. He's charged with a count of possession of methamphetamine / ecstasy as a habitual fourth. I'm looking at the priors in the habitual fourth. They're older. The most recent one is in 2010. So assuming that there's nothing too egregious, I'd anticipate the offer to be attempt possession of methamphetamine, probation, inpatient, substance abuse treatment until medically discharged, other terms and conditions.
So are we keeping it or sending it?
This will not be a keeper. I can get a copy of the plea to Miss Sadie, and it'll be open by through calendar conference.
All right, Emma, give me a journal blind draw.
Yes, ma'am. You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Miriam Bazzi. Your calendar conference date will be July 14th, 9 a.m.
Righty.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a great day, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Every day. Next weekend.
Mr. Carl West, step up, please.
Good thing.
Casey, put it on mute.
Okay. There we go.
Case number 23-3166, the people of the state of Michigan versus Carl West. He's scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people. I'm staying in for my colleagues in the domestic violence unit.
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Carmen Peterson, P80274, standing in for Attorney of Record, Attorney Kiana Franialik this morning for the defendant.
Sir, state your name for the record.
Your Honor, this is Carl West.
Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, we will waive the formal reading of the information and stand muted.
Don't freeze up on me. Okay. Casey, mute. The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
None at this time.
Your Honor,
Primary charge.
Sorry, Judge.
Criminal
okay.
sexual conduct, 3rd degree is count 1. Criminal sexual conduct in the 4th degree. There's also 2
I got
counts of
enough.
that.
General blind.
You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Chandra Baker Robinson. Your calendar conference date will be July 14th, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. It's not that. Who did she talk to? Domestic violence unit?
No, this would be a APA Matthew Makepeace, MAKEPEACE. He'd be the one to talk to. He handles the, I'd also reach out to Deputy Chief Susie Tawil as well. In this case.
You said Susie Tawil?
Yep. That's TAWEEL.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Have a good day.
Our next case. Yep. Okay, the attorney on the interior grant is not here, correct? Stephen Burton?
Who was this? The attorney, John, and I'm gonna mispronounce his last name.
Graziani, Judge.
Graziani. Who did you check in on?
On Robert Bach, Your Honor.
Yes, he's a citizen. He's coming up.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I know he was here at 9.
Right here, right here. You don't have a plea, do you? Okay, thank you. Case number 23-2941. The people of the state of Michigan versus Stephen Burton, scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Judge Thomas. Attorney Carl Jordan, P number 5756, appearing on behalf of Mr. Stephen Burton. Mr. Burton is present as well, Your Honor.
Sir, state your name for the record.
Stephen Burton.
Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel.
We waive a formal reading, Your Honor. Mr. Burton asked that a not guilty plea be entered on his behalf.
Would that be waiving the reading of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
Yes, Your Honor, there's an offer if Mr. Burton were to plead to the reduced count 1, purchasing a firearm without a permit. That's a 90-day misdemeanor. People would dismiss count 2, open intox in a motor vehicle with the following sentence agreement: 2-year term of probation, forfeiture of the weapon to the arresting agency, 80 hours of community service, must not use or possess a weapon while on probation. In addition, any terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees is set by the court.
Counsel, have you received a copy of the offer?
Your Honor, I received it via email and discussed it with my client. He does want to accept the offer. I wasn't able to get a copy of the plea form. If you want to, if the court is willing, perhaps I can go upstairs and grab it. We can sign it and deal with the plea today.
Hold on. Casey, you gonna need that email that to Emma?
Yep, give me a moment.
Prosecutor's gonna email a copy of the plea form to the clerk. Upon arrival, she will print it off, give it to you, and we'll recall the matter shortly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just have a seat. Okay.
We got a second checking in coming.
But we have a second checking in coming, so you have to wait until we take care of the remaining 4 people that already checked in.
And if you disappear, I'm gonna give your case away.
Robert Brock is next.
Good morning, Judge.
Let the prosecutor go first.
Absolutely,
Sorry.
Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 561.
Oh, she hasn't even called it, but you folks calm down.
Oh.
I know it's Friday. Calm down.
Don't go nowhere, counsel.
Yeah, everybody exhale, breathe.
Try to do 3 things at once. I'm doing none of them well.
That's all right. We're just gonna breathe here.
5 minutes. Click.
All right, Em.
I'm sorry, 1 second, Emma. The jail internet is off. They lost connection. They have IT working on it. They don't think they'll be able to get it back up and going to get him before the camera again today.
All right, maybe he'll waive. So
Okay.
I don't even know where the lawyer went. Oh, there he is. Okay. Emma, I think that's Birmingham. We'll call you heard what Doretha said, right?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right, well, we were trying to do Brock. Let's do that and then circle our way back.
Case number 23-1914, the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Brock. He's scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
I don't have, okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
John Graziani, P number 43387 on behalf of Mr. Bach, and we're here for sentencing, Judge.
That's a Mr. Honor.
That's
yeah,
correct.
It is. I have the plea form.
Good.
Mr. Casey, did your victim
Uh,
here today?
I haven't had a chance to look. It would be first name is Casey. Markin, Markin. I don't know if there's anyone with that name in the waiting room.
Nobody's in the waiting room. And
Looks like our victim advocate did talk to them back on May 9th and advised them of the sentence date. There is an issue of outstanding restitution. We'd ask that be left to be determined. The complaints say that she couldn't make her deductible. And that would go to the malicious destruction of property. Let me see what it was for. So we'd ask restitution be left to be determined.
All right. Anything on behalf of the defendant, counsel?
Judge, this gentleman has been through so much without going into tremendous detail. He's lost 2 family members within the past 4 months, and he's been traumatized. He's already taking steps with anger management, mental health treatment, and trying to be a good citizen, which he's been for his entire life, with the exception of this unfortunate incident, Judge. And we ask that you accept the recommendation that Mr. Casey gave.
All right. Does your client wish to be heard today?
Mr. Bach, do you want to say anything, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right. Give me your name for the record.
Robert Waldo Bach Jr.
Thank you. All right. The court will adopt the agreement entered into between the parties. I'm going to place you on probation for a period of 2 years. You are to have no contact with the victim, Casey Markin. No phone
No, I have
calls,
not, Your Honor.
texting, tweeting, none of that, okay? Restitution is to be determined and verified. Must have a mental health evaluation, comply with any and all recommended treatment. You've experienced those deaths, you probably need grief counseling anyway, so take advantage of that. Must complete an anger management program.
Yes.
The $53 state cost, $75 crime victim fee, $1,000 in court costs. Counsel, are you retained or appointed?
I'm appointed, Your Honor.
$400 in attorney's fees. Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
The court would take 150 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization in lieu of the court costs and attorney fees. The rest of it you will have to pay.
Salvation
Army. Salvation Army or any church or clothes closet, soup kitchen, any nonprofit organization.
I agree
Sir,
with that.
all right. Are the people moving to dismiss count one?
Yeah, people would so move at this time.
So ordered. Sir, if you want this matter reviewed by a higher court and you want this court to appoint you an attorney to assist you with any rights you may have therewith, make your request for an attorney in writing. That request must be returned to this court within 42 days of today's date. Sir, you will have to call the probation department Monday morning in order to have your probation established. The phone number you must call is 313-224-2600. Call that number Monday morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I please have your telephone number?
My phone number is 313-608-2509.
And are you still on Harmony Lane?
What'd you say?
I'm still on Harmony Lane. He has a hard time hearing.
Oh, it's 26620 Laramie Lane, Laramie, Flat Rock, Michigan, 48134.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Everyone, take
Thank
care.
you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Take care and be safe. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Casey.
Thank you, Mr. Casey.
Our next case is Dedrick Collins. Judge, you should be in possession of a plea form.
Okay, let's see.
What's the name? Collins. Did you say? Mr. Retha?
I don't have a Collins.
Here we go, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
I just sent it, Judge.
Okay.
I don't have Collins either, though, Emma.
You have it, Judge?
I believe so. I have defendant Burton for Burton. That wouldn't be Collins. That's the last one that came through. Okay, let's try it again. Ah. Okay. Hold on, I got it. It's just a matter of pulling it up. I got it.
Okay. Case number 233036, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dedrick Collins, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
You have to unmute.
There was noise in the hallway, Judge. I apologize. Sarah Kraus, P81830, on behalf of Dedrick Collins.
Mr. Collins, state your name for the record.
Dedrick Collins IV.
Is this a docket conference or an arraignment?
This is an arraignment, Your Honor.
As to the arraignment, counsel.
As to the arraignment, we would waive the formal reading of the information. Ask that you stand mute, Mr. Collins.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. We have a negotiated settlement. Mr. Collins, raise your right hand. Sir, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
All right, it's going to be Judge, Your Honor, or ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Collins, it's my understanding that you're going to plead guilty to one count of attempt fleeing a police officer, 4th degree, knowing that the maximum possible penalty is 1 year in the county jail. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
1 year in the county jail.
Plead guilty to that charge, knowing the maximum possible penalty is 1 year in the county jail.
I didn't hear that part, but yes, ma'am.
Okay. There is a sentence agreement. You would receive a 2-year term of probation. You have to complete a driver's safety classes. You may not drive without a valid license or proof of insurance. You must perform 160 hours of community service. The court will set other terms, conditions, costs, fines, and fees. Do you understand all the terms of the agreement, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you are entitled to a trial in this matter by judge or by jury, and by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, if you had a trial, your attorney would be able to cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. If you had witnesses you wanted brought to court, the court would assist you in bringing your witnesses forward. Also at a trial, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence could not be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no automatic right of appeal, sir. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anyone threatened you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, Judge.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what I've said to you today, sir, to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Sir, are you acting of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have a signature on this form behind the word defendant. Did you sign this agreement understanding its terms and agreeing to comply with the terms and conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to voir?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to need a moment till my computer starts acting right. There we go. Okay. Mr. Collins, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense, will you let me know, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'd like to direct your attention back to May the 21st of this year, 2023. On that date, about 1 o'clock in the morning, were you driving a black and color Dodge Charger in the area of Gratiot Road, City of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes, sir.
And did a police officer pull you over?
Yes, sir.
And when that officer pulled you over, did you, how'd you know he was trying to pull you over?
Sirens, Wayne lights, police lights.
And when you saw those police lights, did you stop?
Yes.
After stopping, did you wind up taking off on the officer?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And did you wind up getting away from the officer?
Yes, sir.
Did you, in driving away from the officer, did you go over the posted 35-mile-per-hour speed limit along Gratiot there?
Yes, sir.
Here, the people are satisfied.
Defense is also satisfied.
Court will enter a plea of guilty, 1 count attempt, fleeing a police officer, 4th degree. Counsel, tell me something about your client.
Your Honor, Mr. Collins has attended college at Michigan State for 3.5 years. He does plan on going back. He has been working for Comcast for the past 7 years. He does travel out of state for work. He travels all over the country with Comcast doing major commercial jobs. So I would ask for permission for him to travel while he's on probation to the court. He has absolutely no criminal history, Judge. So I would ask that the sentence agreement be followed in this matter.
People wish to be heard.
And we agree there no evidence of a criminal history from Mr. Collins. I think this is as much the fault of the car he was in as his own. So yeah, we'd just ask the court to file the sentence agreement.
Now, you know, you put that out there, I'm going to ask, what's up with the car?
It's a Dodge Charger with a souped up, pretty fancy car.
Yeah,
fast car. Fast car is going to go.
I don't even want it no more.
That's my kind of car, so what am I going to say? Okay. I like tourist shows.
You want it? You want it? You have it. Got me in some trouble. I wasn't supposed to be in. I just got it.
Is it red?
It's black. I just got it like a month ago before the incident happened. I shouldn't have got it anyways.
Yeah, well, at least it wasn't red because that would call all the attention. Yeah. I like muscle cars. What am I going to say? Sir, anything else you want the court to not? You want the court to know before sentencing? Anything else you want to say, sir?
No, I guess hopefully I'm good on everything. I don't know.
All righty. I'm going to place you on probation for 2 years. You have to complete driver safety classes. You're not to drive without a valid license and proof of insurance. I don't know why I have to tell people that since that's the law at any rate, so follow the law. You must perform 160 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization. How long have you been away from Michigan State? You got a half a year to go?
I was changing majors a lot and I just found a way to make some good money, so I ended up leaving. It just wasn't for me, you know. I just kept going from different majors, so I just dropped out.
All I'm saying, if you invested that much and you close enough to graduate, you might want to do that last 6 months.
I probably would have had another year and a half because when you switch majors, you know, your credits and stuff like that bounce around, and I didn't fail maybe a couple classes too, so it probably would have been a year and a half, maybe 3 semesters.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I just say maintain employment. Court has no objection to you traveling out of state for employment purposes.
Okay.
$53 state cost, $75 crime victim fee, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. Listen carefully. You may do an additional 150 hours of community service in lieu of the court costs and attorney's fees.
Okay.
You could always sell the car and just pay it off. All right, sir, if you want this matter reviewed by a higher court, you want this court to appoint an attorney to assist you with any rights you may have therewith, make your request for an attorney in writing. Must be returned within 42 days of today's date. You have to call the probation department Monday morning. Let me give you the number.
I'm ready.
The number is 313-224-2600. Have to call that number Monday morning. Sir, what is your phone number?
313-629-6603.
And your address?
18076 Tepper Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48234.
Oh, I'm sure she had a chance to write that down because you didn't say that fast.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought you was confirming. I didn't know you was writing it down.
Good. It's good, Judge. It's good.
All right, call the probation department tomorrow. And all I'm gonna say is my first car was a Plymouth. Can't even remember what it was. It wasn't the Challenger, but anyway, it was red with a white stripe, white bucket seats, and a sky roof. Back then, you had to crank them open.
That's nice. All right. Can I ask a question?
Duster was a Plymouth Duster. Okay.
Can I ask
and
a
I'm
question?
not gonna say I never got stopped, but I will say I never got ticketed. Stay out of trouble. Yes, sir.
I hope the question I asked doesn't, interfere with anything. Because I have a gun license as well. Would this interfere with that gun license?
No, it's a misdemeanor, so it shouldn't.
And is this a criminal misdemeanor or a vehicle misdemeanor?
We only got one kind of misdemeanor.
Look, this is my first time in the system, so I'm not sure, Judge.
It is a criminal offense. You get off probation. Let me tell you this. Listen carefully. You satisfy all these conditions early. The probation department is going to ask me to close out the probation early. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
You stay out of trouble for 3 years. You can petition to have it dismissed, expungement. It is a misdemeanor. Do not report yourself as a convicted felon. It's a misdemeanor. Make sure you got a valid driver's license and insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
All right? And drive like a little old lady.
Trust me, I'm scared to drive at all.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
Thank you.
Call the probation department. Call them Monday morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That concludes this matter.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Giovanna talk now.
Ready.
Case 23-1359, Giovanna Tatnall for a final comment. I do believe we should have a trial form sent to you, Judge.
Oh, we should be so lucky. You're going to have to fill it in anyway, because you know more about how we're going to do these dates. Appearances.
I think Mr. Decker is the assigned APA. If he's not in the courtroom, he'll be heading down shortly. This is a domestic violence case.
Okay, you're going to email him and let him know we called the case once. We don't want to have to call it 15 times.
Yep, I just texted him. He had popped in around 10.
All right, Counsel, sit still. Emma, let's go back to Birmingham.
Recalling case number 23-3201, Jeremy Birmingham, scheduled to be arraigned on information.
John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Joel Bernier, P74226, appearing on behalf of Jeremy Birmingham, who does waive his formal appearance.
Okay, can I get a word in, counsel? Just one word in.
Certainly.
Whew. The record should reflect that the judicial assistants did make contact with the county jail in which Mr. Birmingham was being held and was advised that their internet was down. They did not anticipate it would be restored today. Counsel, are you prepared to waive your client's appearance this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection from the people?
No, you are none.
Court will allow. As to the arraignment, counsel?
As to the arraignment, we waive the formal reading of the charges. Respectfully ask the court to enter a not guilty plea for Mr.
The
Birmingham.
charges as contained in the information? Are you waiving the reading of the charges as contained in the information, which could be different than in the warrant, but I don't arraign on warrants. So that's why I ask people. I'm not trying to be difficult. My job says make a record.
This is a waiving of the charges and the information. That is correct, Your Honor.
All righty. The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
No, this was a late add-on case. Again, Mr. Birmingham, he's a habitual fourth. He has cases up in Charlevoix and several other jurisdictions. We haven't been able to put together a plea offer for him. There's a co-defendant that's was also bound over, but he doesn't appear to be up today. Mr. Marcus Reeves. Hopefully he'll catch up.
Okay, so it hasn't been blind. Reeves has not been blind drawn. What's the primary charge?
Count one is larceny in an amount more than $20,000 or more. Count two is larceny in a building. And then there's the habitual fourth offender notice.
Okay, so it's not a motor vehicle.
No.
All right. Emma, general blind draw, calendar conference.
Yes, ma'am. The judge will be Judge Ann McCarthy. Your calendar conference date will be July 21.
All right, counsel. I would suggest that you contact Judge McCarthy's courtroom to let them know that where your client is being housed, to determine if they will conduct that proceeding by way of Zoom. I don't have a court reporter. All my matters are on Zoom, but some judges are doing some things on Zoom and not others. So contact Judge McCarthy and advise them of the situation.
Absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Have a good weekend.
And a copy of the information should be on its way to you if it hasn't shown up in your inbox already. I'll also be e-filing one, so you might get another one.
I do see it in my inbox. Thank you, Mr. Casey.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Why is Mr. Derek Collins back?
I'm sorry, but
what's the issue?
I just want to know the name of the exact charge so I can tell my boss so he can know, if I can continue work or not. If that's possible, Judge. I'm sorry.
Casey, help the man out.
It was an attempt fleeing, eluding in the fourth degree, which is the least degree of fleeing and eluding. That would be a 1-year misdemeanor, a misdemeanor.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep. Good luck, Godspeed.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Second check-in, gotta wait till I finish the first check-in.
Okay.
Giovanna Tatnall, recalling case number 231359, scheduled today for a final conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Eric Decker, P85931 for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chester Janeski, 83295, representing Ms. Giovanna Tatnall, who's present and consents to this hearing via Zoom. Ms. Tatnall, will you please state your name for the record?
Giovanna Tatnar.
Mr. Prosecutor, is there an offer?
Your Honor, I see no offer in the file. We're ready to schedule for trial.
All right, so does that mean that you haven't had a chance to consider making an offer? Or does that mean there will be no offers forthcoming?
There will be no offers forthcoming.
All righty. Emma,
Yes, ma'am.
are there in anticipation of any motions? Well, this final conference, so if you're gonna have any, you should have had them by now. Am I
No
correct,
anticipation
Counselor?
for motions, Your Honor. Yes, you're right.
Waiver or jury?
Jury.
Did you get to make that decision? I thought they changed the law. The prosecutor decides.
We're fine with a jury trial. If we could try to do it on a Monday or a Wednesday so that I can handle the matter, we'd appreciate that.
Emma, I guess how we gonna try to do this? Afternoon? Take it out far enough where we still have control over the morning docket.
Judge,
how many witnesses are you anticipating on behalf of the prosecution?
Your Honor, I just had a chance to look at this case only yesterday. I anticipate, let's just say 3 to be safe.
And on behalf of the defense?
About the same, Your Honor, 3.
So we ought to be able to get this done in a maximum of 2 days. Am I correct?
Yes, I agree.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, and we are going to do 2 afternoons.
Judge,
ma'am.
We're going to be in another courtroom, and so I will adjourn the rest of the cases unless there are arraignments.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. And the primary charge is in this matter is what?
That would be 2 charges of felonious assault and a misdemeanor.
All right, yeah, we're gonna have to find another courtroom. You feel safe chatting what? You know you're still gonna I'm gonna have to eat that day, even if we just do arraignments. So I don't know if you want to do anything any better than maybe trying to set it for like a 1:30.
No, Judge, we have to pick a jury, so we'll have to do it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So we have to do it in the morning?
Yes, ma'am.
That's true. Okay, we'll try to work this out. It's gonna be real interesting. I'll definitely have to let our presiding know how this works. And we got to confirm that we can get a courtroom. All of that has to be done.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to take this out till September so that we can try to reserve a courtroom?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be September.
Okay, and then put it down for 2 full days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So.
And if I'm in another courtroom, we don't know if we're going to have Zoom access.
Correct. So that's all right, Judge. I'm gonna take care of everything.
Yeah, we're gonna send out an email explaining to the presiding judge we got to reserve a courtroom with a jury box. And then since we won't be on Zoom, we got to get a court reporter. We have to get a court reporter. We can't try the case on Zoom. We got to get, whatever this is. So we got to have a court reporter. And then I always order that all exhibits must be marked with the court reporter prior to trial. So what day you gonna give them, Emma?
September 27th, Your Honor.
September 27th, 9 o'clock. The exhibit should be marked by the court reporter on the 26th. We ought to know the day before what court reporter we're gonna get, you would think. All exhibits must be marked by the court reporter on the 26th. I think we should do one more date, maybe the week of, what's the 27th? What day of the week is that in?
Wednesday.
So let's make them come in. What do you want, counsel? You said Mondays are better for you, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yeah, Mondays or Wednesdays, Your Honor.
Okay, but she said the trial was gonna start on a Wednesday. We're gonna have a final pre-trial on September 25. That's a Monday. Put this down. Y'all go on the trial. Y'all not gonna aggravate me. And not gonna happen. Put down, you're gonna be on the 25th. You will check in. By that time, we should know what courtroom we're going to. We should know who the court reporter is going to be. One more thing, counsels, and understand me clearly. Try your case. Do not go back and forth between each other. Try your case. Don't try to judge. I've probably been doing this longer than either one of you been alive. I will see you on Emma, put it down the 25th for a final pre-trial. On the 27th, we'll start trial. Be in the courtroom at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Come sign this, I can give you a copy, sir.
Okay.
Have a wonderful weekend, Judge.
You too.
Mr. Casey and Mr.
Casey just walked away. He just stepped away.
Sign your name and permission to sign. Mr. Casey, no.
He's coming back. Hold on. Gotta put his ears on. Casey. There he is, got his ears on.
I'm back. John
What are we
Casey, I'm
doing?
back.
Send it to him.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, Mr. Rita is going to send defense attorney a copy for him to sign and send back so I can scan it in.
What are we talking about? Casey looking so confused.
Yeah. Which one?
Mr. Casey, I needed the defense attorney, but I'll have Mr. Rita send it to him for signature. The final conference form.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I see what you mean.
Okay. Okay. Our next case is Clinton Ryder. He's in the back. While we're getting Mr. Ryder, I'll take care of Aaron Winston. Step up, Mr. Winston. After these two cases, we'll do a second check-in.
Okay. Am I looking for any forms on this one, Emma?
Pre-sentence report, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I don't have a PSIR for Mr. Winston either. If it's somebody.
One moment. Hold on, he has. Oh, this is the second case. One moment.
Let me double check.
On this morning, Emma, or yeah.
Let you, Mr. Reed. so that you can send it to Mr. Casey and the judge and give it right back. Mr. Winston, he has 2 cases and he has another plea form, right?
Okay, you got one that's less simple and ready to go, because I'm gonna take a 5-minute break while you try and pull all this together, and you can tell me what we doing.
We're doing a sentence, but I think Mr. Glenn misunderstood when he had me the plea form. His name is Aaron Winston, right?
There's never a plea.
Okay.
Winston.
Y'all lost me. I'm gonna take my 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Straighten it out. Do a second check-in. I'm gonna go reheat my coffee. Doretha, give me a call. My breaks are never really breaks. Doretha, give me a call.
I will.
No, he's fine right there.
Wait just a second. I'm looking it up so I can have my information correct.
Yeah, Winston pleaded on one and we're dismissing the other one.
He already played.
No,
You did?
no, we asked for copy evaluation, and he wanted, the judge wanted him to go flip the script, come back.
Okay, I got it. But while you were here before, you signed the plea.
Yeah, but didn't have it, so I gave you my copy.
No, I had it already. I had it. That's the confusion.
Oh, okay.
I already had it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because when the judge said she didn't have it, I gave you mine.
All right, I need 5 minutes myself.
She was saying that she didn't have any new
Okay, I thought she said.
settlement forms for anybody in the courtroom. So yours was old. Yeah. Okay.
All right, wasn't expensive.
Just have a seat. And I'm checking for yours. Hold
Okay,
on.
because I just wanted to know if this was the sign. Thank you.
Okay. So, anybody else need to check in?
Checking in for Demar's.
Checking in for Furcus.
Wait a minute. On Demars, what are you doing?
The special report still hasn't got back to us regarding what will be set, so we're asking for adjournment, judges and that.
For Demars? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Furcus is the right.
What, say the?
Furcus, Furkas.
Yes.
We are ready. And I'd like Dr. Conn, so I can talk to Mr. Casey.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm checking on Sarah Alday.
Let's say the last name again.
Alday, AODA.
Okay. And you, what are you doing?
I believe that we are accepting the plea offer today.
Can I have a plea form?
Yes, I just emailed it over about 40 minutes ago. And there's
I got it. Hold on. Hold on. You was right here. You should have just handed it to me. That's all right.
I did not have it.
Okay.
There's also an order as well. Order for a examination.
I don't understand that, but we'll deal with that because she is an evaluation like a competency or something, or no?
Just, and I believe that the Wayne County Jail requires that order to sign by the judge before they are able to perform the examination. And we can't find her placement until that examination is done. That's the same thing I found out about it.
Okay.
And then I would also.
Wait a minute, let me get these. When you're checking in.
I ain't never seen your case go like that.
It
ain't my fault. I'm always prepared. No, you're not. No. You need to refresh your memory.
And you also what?
I wanted to confirm Mr.
Yeah, no.
Say the last name, Mr. Bicker.
Yeah.
It's your grant.
Yeah, he's the competent now.
I know, But when he comes back, I'll check him back in again. Okay, I already know you with.
Yeah, it'll be a blind draw.
Okay, so. Anybody else? And let me see, Mr. Mr. Jordan,
Yes.
here's your paper.
Thank you.
I got you, Mr. Fisher. But if you're staying, do not check in with me if you're not staying.
I'm staying.
Well, you got about 5 minutes now, because I'm taking the 5 minutes.
Here's a motion for nomination.
So I know the House Counsel, I got Mr. Taylor got back out.
What?
Sidney Henderson, Mr. Retha. Mr. Retha,
Yes, Emma.
I am missing. Ed Taylor went back upstairs.
Okay.
Sidney Henderson on Dumars.
Henderson.
No, they checked in, sorry. I'm Wyatt Harris and Daniel. Wyatt Harris, Daniel Reed.
And Reed.
That's who I'm missing.
Okay, gotcha.
Ed just popped back here. What you doing?
Taylor, stay there.
Mr. Taylor, what you doing?
We was looking for, this is docket already.
Well, if you should have already had your offer, there go Mr. Casey, because don't be holding me up for no plea when you can do it now. Get it set right now. And I have, so you have Mr. Yeah, Mr. Milner. We also have, this person is not here, he is in the back. The dismissal, Robinson.
Yeah, that's.
You have to fill it out. He was closed out. When dismissed by probation in 22. And they put it in the computer in the back. So I'm just gonna process the papers right here. You can see the papers.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure they sign and process, and I'll get you an appointment when you come back so that I can put you in for that, okay?
Okay, appreciate it.
And,
I'm on today.
huh?
I'm on Calvin today. I'm looking for offer, whatever you need.
No. Mr. Casey right there. If you have an offer that you're gonna have your client accept,
Can you hear?
then he needs to send it so you can
Mr.
sign
Casey.
it. If not, you go to trial.
Can you get his attention?
Mr. Casey, I'm sorry to bother you. Mr. Ed Taylor.
There was a docket conference on Calvin Davis. Did you have an offer for him?
Calvin Davis?
Correct. The judge put it over to here. There you go. Is it? Calm down, young lady.
It's a DV case. You gotta talk to DV about that one. Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Probably. Okay, 5 minutes, I'll be back.
All right.
My stuff is back. Well,
Hey,
you want her, I know what you're doing right now. You want her to, you want her to get credit for that. All right, well, it's gonna be good. Well, it's gonna be good for 2 weeks. Yeah, all right, I was going to do it. And then obviously, oh, put some down. Oh, right. Right, okay. All right, yeah, go ahead. Call me, text me back. And then whatever, 4 years. We've only got one. So I don't figure out.
Now am I supposed to be looking for some documents? I'm Winston. Mr. Aretha.
Yes, ma'am.
Did we ever get a house counsel? We got that veteran in the back.
Wallace. I think Mr. Wallace is out there.
I'm out here, Your Honor.
All right, did you talk to my veteran?
I did.
Cool.
We're ready, Judge, whenever.
Miss Emma.
She's not ready.
She's not back, Judge. I'll get her in a second.
Hold up. The attorney on Winston, this is a hider. I need to know if there's a parent or guardian present.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, just bring them up there to the mic when you come up. Doretha, I'm gonna give you a call.
Okay, Judge.
Not you, someone else.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what this is about. She needs her breaks too. She doesn't get her breaks, we don't get anything done. But we just got Mr. Ritter in the box.
So did I get Mr. Burton's plea form back?
I think I gave it to you in there. Oh, no. Did I need to go back?
Yep.
She needs this person.
Yeah. All right. Is there anyone else that needs to check in?
I'm all set on that other one too.
What other one?
Gentlemen, you want me to talk to you about this work?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Mr. Taylor, you said? Mr. Taylor?
Mr. Robinson.
No, I got Mr. Robinson. Ed Taylor is gone. Okay. Go ahead, Ben. All right. Ready? When, Aaron Winston, step back up.
Miss Emma, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, on Winston, I have a plea form, but you were saying something about a sentencing.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we're doing both, put the one off. What's the story here?
You had a plea for Burton. You needed his parent.
Winston.
Winston.
All right, so it's not a sentencing. It's here for a docket conference or something.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Casey.
I thought we had done the plea, but there was something you wanted him to do. I don't know. I don't remember.
And then I re-refer him. So you have the plea form, Your Honor?
I do, but I don't understand what stage we're at. Because there are two cases. Okay, this case is the plea form is on 1792, saying that we're going to dismiss 1793.
Correct.
So
Yep.
he never took a plea on 1792 or 3 before?
I thought we did on June 1st. And that's what Odyssey says. Maybe Mr. Quinn can help us out.
May it please the court?
Yes, sir. Please help out.
On June the 1st, we were given a plea form that if my client made a plea to case number 23-1792, that the other case 23-1793 will be dismissed. He's HIDA eligible. We asked the court for a COBS evaluation, and you sent him to flip the script, and you told him to come back with his mother. There was never a plea in either case.
Okay, so where's his proof he's been to flip the script?
Can you call up there? Cause they didn't give me no paper.
Miss Pace. Miss Pace.
Oh, Miss Davis.
Davis ain't even on the screen. Let me call Pace.
Have you been going? March 7th.
Hi,
Judge, I'm calling. Yes, this is Judge Deborah.
Emma, are you calling me?
No, Aaron Winston. Did you verify that he's attending?
Emma,
Yes, ma'am.
were you calling me?
Yes, I'm calling Flip the Script on Aaron Winston, checking to see if he's participating in Flip the Script.
That's a probationer?
No, ma'am, he's not sentenced yet.
Okay,
I have Flip the Script on the line.
okay.
I can't hear the judge.
She muted.
Judge,
I'm sorry. I was gonna say if Flip hasn't answered, let Pace or Davis call so we can keep moving this docket.
Aaron Wilson.
She's on the phone with him now, Judge.
All right.
She's getting his case manager, but she did say that he signed up June 30th.
You want to put that on hold, let Doretha take it, and then we can move the docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Doretha,
Yes, ma'am.
you gonna hold with Flip while I keep moving this docket. Find out if he's been there. How often has he been there? Is he participate?
Okay, got it.
All right.
What's his name, Judge?
Winston is the last name.
Okay. I got it, Emma.
Okay.
All right, let's move this docket.
Winston.
Jason D. Myers.
He's in the back.
Go get him.
Miss Emma, I thought we were gonna call my case for Reidner. I think it's 9.
Get right now at the back.
Ritter's right here.
Ridner, step up. Clinton Ridner.
Thank you.
Am I looking for paperwork on that one?
Yes, ma'am. For sentencing.
Thank you. I'm
Okay,
ready.
Case 23-0692, the people of the state of Michigan versus Clinton Ridner, scheduled for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed Seva, P83365 on behalf of Mr. Reidner, who is present in the court. And please present yourself to the court.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Clinton Dwayne Reidner.
Thank you. Counsel, you've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client.
Yes, Your Honor. We did so back in June when the pre-sentence report was given to me. I believe the sentencing date was pushed back. I don't recall why, but yes.
Corrections, deletions, alterations?
None from the people.
None from defense, Your Honor.
People wish to be heard.
Looks like they were able to get a hold of the complainant. There's a restitution amount of $800 to Miss Alexandria Kuhn. We'd ask that would be ordered as part of the sentence. Other than that, we have no additions, corrections, or deletions. There was a COBS evaluation here to 3 years probation, first year Wayne County Jail, no good time, eligible for release to inpatient treatment after 7 months, treatment for 120 days. Minimum it is, so that's within guidelines. His guidelines appear to be correctly scored. 2 to 34 months. So that's it from the people.
Sir, did you wish to say anything before sentencing?
No, ma'am.
Counsel,
Nothing further.
did you recalculate the jail credit?
Shoot.
I take
I
it
did.
that's some.
I did
What
not.
did-
I can't do math. If I could do math, I'd be an engineer.
Well, defense counsel, did you recalculate jail credit?
Not up to current date, Your Honor. No.
See, we had how many
We
days?
can do that right now.
15.
Your Honor, I've been incarcerated for 165 days today.
That's close enough for my math. That's about what I got too.
I'm glad somebody was on it.
Sounds about right.
All right, sir. Did you wish to say anything before sentencing, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right. I am going to place you on probation for 3 years. First 7 months, Wayne County Jail. No program credit, no good time credit, no. I'm going to give you credit, however, for 100 and, did you say 65?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll give you credit for 165 days. You just about through anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
For pickup, Sheriff McCone inpatient for 120 days with a tether for the first 45 days.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do I have to pay for that? I don't have no way to pay.
It don't matter, you going anyway.
Oh, I understand that. Yes, ma'am. I just didn't know how it works. I've never had a job.
What city do you live in?
I live in Detroit.
Relapse prevention with Detroit Recovery Project until medically discharged. No controlled substance, urinalysis on demand, inpatient, outpatient treatment with the discretion of the probation officer. Needs to be picked up by Sheriff McCone.
Yes, ma'am.
Mental health assessment, comply with any and all recommended treatment. Complete a cognitive behavior program. No contact with the victim. Restitution set at $800. $68 state costs, $130 crime victim, $30 a month supervision, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. The court will take 150 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization in lieu of the court costs and attorney's fees. You can do community service with Detroit Recovery Project.
Thank you, ma'am.
They will help you do your mental health assessment.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we just withdrawing or dismissing any counts?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Ridner pled as charged.
Sir, if you want this matter reviewed by a higher court, you want this court to appoint you an attorney to assist you with any rights you have therewith. Make your request for an attorney in writing. It must be returned to this court within 42 days of today's date. Make sure that when you are released from the jail to Sheriff McCone, you contact the probation department. Phone number 313-224-2600. They write it on your paperwork. You contact the probation department so they will know you're at Sheriff McCone and won't issue a capias because you didn't report.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Emma, you doing somebody in the box, so we're gonna try to go back to Winston.
Judge, I'm finished talking to flip the script regarding Mr. Winston.
And what did they say?
What? Judge Deborah Thomas Courtroom, please. They said Mr. Winston registered on June the 30th, but he hasn't returned since the date of registration.
Well, we may have to blind draw this one, as you know. Because I'm not giving him hide or anything else. He can't go to flip the script. Let me take a look at it. What we got here?
Excuse me.
You can call it in.
Recalling case numbers 23-1792. The people of the state of Michigan versus Aaron Winston, scheduled for sentencing. He also has case number 23-1793, scheduled for a motion hearing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
William Glenn, P3679 on behalf of Mr. Winston.
Winston, state your name for the record. Counsel, my judicial assistant says that Flip the Script reports he showed up to sign up and haven't been back. Whether or not he gets hired is within the discretion of the court. Whether or not the court accepts any plea agreement that has been worked out between the parties was within the discretion of the court. He can't go to Flip the Script. He's not paying me any attention whatsoever. I'm not doing any of it.
We ask for a blind draw then, Your Honor.
Emma, can you general blind draw? I think it would go to Hathaway.
One moment, Your Honor.
Both cases.
So he's withdrawing his guilty plea?
I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm not taking any of it.
There was never a plea, Your Honor.
Counsel says the plea was not completed. I don't know if we're gonna have to order a transcript or what.
Judge Bridget Hathaway, 721. Not
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Bridget Hathaway, July 21st.
Thank you. And counsel, you may have to order a transcript of that earlier June date, because there seems to be some confusion.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm very confident that there was never a plea.
You may be, but the prosecutor is not. So you may need to take Emma, order the transcript.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
I'm not really 100% confident that there was a plea.
Yeah, we're gonna order a transcript. We'll know what happened.
Yeah.
This is the Martha's box. You called it.
Case number 23-2623, Jason DeMar, scheduled for a doctor conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Cindy Henderson with NDS P84839, appearing on behalf of Mr. DeMars. Mr. DeMars, please state your full name for the record.
Jason Allen DeMars.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, at our last court hearing, we had worked out an agreement with the people where Mr. DeMars was entered to the drug treatment court patient facility. He has completed the application. It appears that the coordinator of that program was swapped out. We've been in contact with the new person, but they haven't yet given us decision whether or not he's accepted into their program. We asked for an adjournment if the court would allow it.
Well, if he's going to drug treatment court, we can keep sending for a calendar conference. Maybe you'll know by then. Be a general blind draw?
It would be. It's a drunk driving third offense.
Okay.
You've been blind drawn to Judge Tracy Green. Your calendar conference date will be July 14th.
All right, put a little pressure on the person responsible for making the decisions as to drug court, and maybe they'll have a decision for you by the 14th.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Al Furcus. Case number 23-2949. The people of the state of Michigan versus Al Furcus, scheduled to arraign on the information. Appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Harry Mihas on behalf of Mr. Furcus, P number 66417. Hal, thank you for waiting. Can you please state your name?
Hal Furcus.
Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, we will be waiving the reading of the information, and we will stand mute as to the charges.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Mr. Casey, are there any offers?
And no reduced plea offer at this time. I haven't been able to communicate with the complainant in the case. Just haven't had time. It's one count of felonious assault. It's not a domestic violence case. It would be just a general blind draw.
So ordered. Calendar conference will occur on?
The calendar conference will occur on July 21st, 2023. One moment for the judge. The judge is Judge Wanda Evans.
All right, contact the courtroom to determine if that will be in person or by Zoom. I think she does calendar conferences by Zoom, but contact the courtroom. And I guess you would, from this point forward, Mr. Casey, he would contact the courtroom prosecutor. You're muted.
Yes, Judge Evans's courtroom docket attorney is APA Frank Simone. Courtroom APA is Mr. Kevin Wittenoff.
Thank you.
All right, to have your next court date and your new judge, sir.
Your Honor, thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you.
You as
Whether-
well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. All right, so I guess that leaves the folks who's still in the courtroom.
Nataria Grant.
Ready.
Excuse me, Ed. Do you have a plea form?
No, he didn't have a please.
Okay, thank you. Case number 23-1969, the people of the state of Michigan versus Nataria Grant. Scheduled for a docket conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Caitlin Public on behalf of the people, requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120. I'm currently a 3L at
No. You can't make that motion because you're not licensed. Whichever attorney you're gonna be practicing under, they make the motion.
All right, I'd be happy to make the motion. Robert Hayes, Assistant Attorney General here on behalf of the people, moving for Caitlin Public to practice under the court rule.
And I should allow that because
Your Honor, she's a 3L in good standing at Wayne State Law School and an intern in our office for the past year. I believe she's very capable.
all right, the court will allow. Come on, Miss. Come on back up. All right, now state your name for the record.
Caitlin Public on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. On behalf of the defense.
Please quote Your Honor, Tyrone Baker, attorney on behalf of Ms. Grant, who's present to my left, Your Honor, this morning.
Ms. Grant, state your name for the record.
Nataria Grant.
Thank you. Emma, what stage are we at in the proceedings?
Docket conference, Your Honor.
All right, so counsel, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're gonna need a little more time. We're respectfully requesting a blind draw.
Is there an offer?
There's not an offer at this
No,
time.
get in front of the camera. Come on.
Sorry, there's not an offer at this time, Your Honor.
All right, I was trying to give you an opportunity to practice today. I'm a former teacher, so that part of me comes out real quick. All right, Emma, we're gonna do a general blind draw.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any discussion as to bond before we give you a date, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right.
You've been blind drawn to Judge Shannon Walker. Your calendar conference date will be July 21, 9 a.m.
That'd be fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You okay? I think she was in front of me once before, and I was afraid we were gonna run her away because she was gonna get to see what court was really like.
Calvin Davis. Case number 23-2853, people of the state of Michigan versus Calvin Davis, scheduled for a docket conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of people, again, standing in for my colleagues in the domestic violence unit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Taylor, P57166, appearing on behalf of Mr. Davis. You state your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Calvin Davis.
Thank you. What are we doing, counsel?
Your Honor, this was a docket conference. We thought we'd have an offer. There's no offer, so I guess we're gonna blind draw.
Mr. Casey?
It's a DV case. Mr. Taylor has to contact the domestic violence unit. Looks like the top count here is domestic violence third offense notice, which I believe is a 5-year maximum penalty felony.
Any habitual?
So I'm trying again, having some difficulty with the computer today. Yes, Your Honor, there's a habitual fourth offense notice as well.
Maximum life?
Life or any term of years.
M, can it be blind drawn? It's a maximum of life.
I'm trying your right now. Been blind drawn to Judge John Gillis. Your calendar conference date will be July 21st, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
Counselor, are you aware of the the prosecutors that you should be trying to make contact with by being the squeaky wheel?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it's Mr. King. I think it's over the domestic violence. Your Honor.
Oh, we're gonna give you some other names to try too.
There's Mr. King. There's also Trish Gerard. She runs the domestic violence unit. However, she has some availability issues. So Mr. King is running most of the day-to-day operations. Deputy Chief Susie Taweel, Taweel, is assisting with plea offer reviews, as is Kelly Gleason, Gleason, who's the chief of the CFAB, Child Family Abuse Bureau.
I suggest you contact them early and often, all of them.
Understood, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Too.
Our next case is Anthony Miller. Case number 227673. The people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Miller, scheduled today to be arraigned on a failure to appear. He failed to appear from his review date with Veterans Court on July 5th. So the recording should be off.
No, the recording can stay on. I think it's the YouTube that would go off.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Did anybody tell Miss Aretha?
We're doing it now, Judge.
Okay.